Los Angeles cemetery, Meg destroyed her own face veneer while being captured on tape. Here in the Los Angeles cemetery, witnesses claim to have spotted Meghan Markle grinning and waving to the photographers. Her promotion of the Isle Foundation seemed to be done against the somber backdrop of the site. It reminds me of an earlier experience. Adopting a semblance of protest after being turned down for a public funeral, Meghan and Prince Harry sent a picture team to the U.S. military cemetery on Remembrance Day when they started a public relations campaign during the pandemic's peak. In an unprecedented move, Meghan and Harry listed all 2,977 names of those who died at the World Trade Center at the Pentagon during a recent official royal event in the UK honoring the victims of the September 11, 2001 attacks. They then put these names on the Hell Foundation website's homepage, titling the page In Memoriam, and displayed them on United Flight 93. For those of us who remember the horrifying day that saw aircraft hit the towers, fires break out, and people plunge to their deaths, today marks the 20th anniversary of the sad occurrence. The memory is still very much attached to me. Meghan's decision to exploit the victims' names, which are usually reserved for respectful use in museums and monuments, was highly questionable. Governments typically have the honor of representing the nation, and by extension, all of us, when they display these names' hands actions towards a lack of understanding and respect for the traditions. Her desire to boost publicity for herself and her personal brand drove her actions. The entire sudden collaborations and the heroic efforts for those to try to save the lives in the midst of the chaos still bring a lump to our throats when we think about them. Waving before the cameras with a big smile on her face, Meghan appeared excited. It seemed as though she was trying to pull off Princess Diana's melancholy face when she was being taken, as she looked at the wreath. The previous time she tried to break into an event at Harlem School, she pretended to be a member of the British royal family and met the mayor and governor of New York City. Although Meghan attended a charity event for injured troops the following day, she made the occasion mostly about herself, despite witnesses confirming that these were PR gimmicks. A cemetery was visited by her to honor the troops' unceasing urge to record these acts on camera and in pictures, but there was little recognition of the sacrifices they had made. She even participated in a procession. One can't help but ask why everything cruise does is conveyed to the press through their publicity staff, and it raises doubts about the reliability of their motivations. Together, Meghan and Harry resigned from the royal family and agreed not to pose as representatives of any government. Instead, they speak for themselves. Don't use Commonwealth nations' Remembrance Days as a means of promoting PR for yourself or your company. According to Piers Morgan, their actions were justified in that they were provocative and made headlines, particularly when they overwhelmed the responsibilities of the real royals back in the UK and took away from the seriousness of the occasion.